Okay, welcome to Elkhorn SmokeHouse. Today we're going to show you how to make some jerky. So we've got a 5-pound package of whitetail buck roast to tear into. These are all cut up into chunks by size that I wanted to put in the packaging. Still fairly solid. Got my Krups meat slicer here. So what we'll do is I set this to 11, so I get nice even slices, and we'll proceed to slice them up. So this gives me nice even slices. All about the same thickness. It helps in smoking. You don't have to go out and take meat off the times. Okay, we finished slicing our jerky and they're a little wide, so we're going to take a knife and slice them in half lengthwise so we get nice uniform width pieces. Nicer presentation on them. And we'll continue to do this until we get them all done up. We've got all those sliced up, so we're going to throw them in the bowl. And we're going to slowly add some of the Elkhorn SmokeHouse Jerky Seasonings to them. Mix them up a little bit as we go to get the seasonings dispersed throughout. This is the sweet jerky seasoning we got going here. Taking it for the kids on our ski weekend. So we'll let this sit in the bowl for a little while, let the meat thaw out a little bit so it'll gather the seasonings, put them in Ziploc bags and let them sit overnight. We'll rack them up in the morning and we'll put them in the smoker. So until then, good luck. Day 2 of the jerky. Pop this open and get it racked. So I sprayed the smoker rack with a non-stick agent. I use Pam. Whatever you have is fine. Spray olive oil on it, whatever you got. Pieces are a little bit stuck together, but that's alright. Come out, try to get them flat. Try to give them as much space as you can so they dry more evenly. Okay, here we are out at the smokehouse again. We'll take the racks. Sometimes the jerky sticks to the bottom of them. Slide them in here. I usually like to try to warm this up a little bit beforehand. I don't turn the burner all the way up. I try to smoke it around 160, 170 degrees if you've got a thermometer on yours. They're all a little bit different, so you got to kind of play around with it until you figure out what works for yours. Gonna open the damper up so you get all the moisture evaporating out, and then we'll do the same thing we did with the pepper sticks yesterday. We'll swap, spin the trays 180 degrees, and then drop them down from the bottom to the top, or the top to the bottom rack, and then the bottom one goes to the top. We'll do that for about 50 minutes a rack. And at the end of the 4 turns we'll be done. So come check it out later. About 50 minutes have gone by. Give this a check. Put the chips in. See, the meat on the bottom is crispied up. Now with jerky, because of the high water content, one thing that I like to do is to damp off the ceiling of the smoker, which collects the condensation. And also, if it drips onto your meat, get down here. You can see all that condensation in there. It'll make your meat really bitter because that's like smoke particles that are concentrating and dripping on your jerky. You'll get that with some of the other sausages too, but most of those are cased, so it doesn't. The flavor stays on the casing. We'll close this back up. We'll do 3 more spins, and then they should be ready to pull out. We'll check it on it later. Here we are at the smoker. Looks like everything's done. So there you have it. 4 trips at 45 minutes, or 50 minutes, and you got your fresh batch of jerky. So we'll take this out skiing next week, and hopefully the kids will have some good treats. If you want any more tips or tricks, seasonings, supplies, check us out at elkhornsmokehouse.com.